Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today here in Europe. I'm Caroline Hepkin. I'm joined by Bloomberg's Chloe Millay. We're still focused really on the fallout from the Middle East conflict, and investors have been reacting to this, especially around the flight disruptions and also what it just might mean for the broader industry, travel and leisure industry. Wizz Air in particular, one reacting.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is because Wizz Air just cut its guidance because of that situation in the Middle East. So it had, of course, to suspend flights into the region, but it also has to absorb those higher fuel costs that are rising because of those oil prices spiking. And so, of course, all airlines are impacted. We've seen a major wave of flight cancellations. We've seen share prices across that industry really struggle over the last few days. But what we've gotten from Wizz Air is a real tangible earnings impact that they've disclosed. And it's not a negligible one. They've said they expect the disruption to hit net income by 50 million euros. And so that is quite significant, and some analysts are also saying that the impact could last and even deepen into their fiscal 2027 as well. So that's bad news for Wizz Air itself, but then, as you say, it also doesn't bode well for the rest of that travel and leisure industry, and we might see more of those airlines coming out and clarifying the exact earnings impact of all of this in the next few days.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryanair shares, I notice, are also down by 3% this morning. In terms of oil prices and how that is affecting producers, including Equinor.
Yeah, we saw oil companies down yesterday, but they're up today. Yesterday, we had a slight pullback in oil prices and the share prices of oil companies because of Trump's potential plan for ensuring and escorting those oil tankers. But today, it seems that the dominant narrative is that the conflict is going to last for quite a while, and that energy supply disruption is therefore perhaps unavoidable and there to stay. So Trump said he was confident in the military campaign, but he did not clarify any kind of timeline. Iran pledged to also intensify strikes in the coming days. All of that has led China to tell major refiners to suspend exports of diesel and gasoline. So all of that indicates that it will also prioritize domestic needs. So we're seeing this disruption across global energy markets, this rush towards wanting to secure those oil reserves. And so because there's no resolution in sight, the way that the market is reacting today is to put those oil producers in the green.
Okay, so those are stocks that are reacting to the news out of the Middle East, but there is other news.
Indeed.
Campari, in terms of the drinks business, an eventful day for that company.
Yeah, well, perhaps we all need a drink, and Campari is providing exactly that. So results came in ahead of expectations, and RBC analysts said that there was impressive revenue growth for the company. It's quite interesting given the context of quite a difficult spirits market at the moment. If we look at peers, for example, Diageo just cut its guidance a few days ago because it's really struggling to revive demand in the US and China. Same for Pernod Ricard, which is facing the exact same challenges, that slowdown in those key markets. But Campari is rising above the rest. It's already been outperforming its peers, and the results only widen that outperformance today. The reason why can be attributed to maybe a few different factors, but some of what analysts have pointed to is a lot of investment in advertising, a lot of promotions as well. And now we're also approaching April weather, so that will be an even bigger boost, probably.
Okay. The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.